aspect from the homecoming itself. And together with us on Zoom is the lecturer of Social Sciences and Political Sciences at Muhammadiyah University Jakarta. We have Ibu Debi Afianti. Assalamualaikum, Ibu Debi.
How are you, Mas Steve?
I'm fine. And what about you? Are you going to be going homecoming this year?
Yes. I and my husband are regular MUDIK or homecoming travelers.
Homecoming travelers in every year. But I would like to make sure that people says that MUDIK homecoming or exodus is our culture. But as we know that so many things are mistaken to be our culture. But I would like to know, according to you as a lecturer and also academician, is homecoming really a part of our culture as a whole nation? Or apparently it came from certain regions and then people are also following it?
I think it's not very specific to any area or region because it is just beyond the tradition, I think. Because homecoming is a kind of we can say it as ritual for strengthening the family bonds and then sharing laughs, happiness, paying respect to the elders, and also maybe for some of us who are staying in urban or big cities like Jakarta, Surabaya, Medan, or somewhere else, it is a kind of part of healing or for refreshing for from our routines activities.
So it's part and well, some people might harshly say that it is an escape from our busy hustle bustle in a daily life.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I would like to also know. So what is? I mean, as you said, it is a people's main aim for homecoming is to tighten our bonds, or is there actually other factors that encourages millions of people in Indonesia to be doing the homecoming?
Sorry, I lost your voice because
Okay.
here it's raining.
Okay, I would like to try once more. So,
Uh-huh.
besides tightening the relationship with the family, I would like to know what is the the other factors that makes everyone feels like homecoming is a must. Okay, it seems,
Uh, uh,
yeah.
yeah, for many families, homecoming is a kind of really a must because they rarely see each other
Hmm.
in everyday life. So once in a year, it is a must for them to see their families.
And okay, so listener, we're still with Ibu Debi and a little bit slight disconnection on this. And we're still talking about the Idul Fitr. And so far, we got the answer that it is about,
Especially
yeah,
to
yeah, Ibu Debi, are you with us?
hello.
Yeah, Ibu Debi, can you hear us?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you were disconnected. So can you repeat the answer, please?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, because it's raining. Maybe some of the signals problem. Uh, yeah, it is a must for many of us, maybe because we rarely visit or meet our relatives in our everyday life. So it is a must event to be attended because we can see each other once in a year and also to pay respect to the elders and then to strengthen our bonds and also sharing some of the families who stay in the big cities, they also want to share their prosperity to the villagers, the relatives in the village, so they can maybe send some gifts or exchange some of the traditional cookies and others.
Okay, I would like to dig deeper later about bringing back the prosperity, the welfare from city to their hometown. But I would like to know, is it socially I mean, people, as we know that people can go home anytime they want. They just need to take leave from the office. But so many people will be crying if they are not able to go home for Eid al-Fitr or even for this homecoming. So what can you say about that?
Yeah, because Idul Fitri is a special time. We have special cuisine and then special outfits. So this is a kind of what is it? Different with if we visit our hometown in other occasions. So we find it also an opportunity to get together with the big families, because if we just occasionally visit the hometown without special occasions, so not so many family members can gather.
Yeah, only certain people, because people will be working, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. And now talking about bringing prosperity, I mean, sharing what you get in the city to the people back at home in
Can
their
you speak
hometowns.
English again?
Yeah,
Can you repeat it?
yeah, yeah,
I hear your voice.
yeah. Okay, once more. Okay, so we can listen recently that you said that people will be bringing their prosperity, what they get in the city, back to their hometown. How do you see the change in the social and economy that is affecting the tradition of Eid in Indonesia?
What is it?
The How is the change, the socio-economic change that happens in the country that is affecting the tradition of Eid, ma'am?
If I'm not mistaken, hearing you, so what social economic activities change in the rural areas, you mean?
I mean, that affects the homecoming.
The effect of the homecoming
Yeah,
uh, for the villagers or
for the villages.
okay. Yeah, sometimes also although this is not similar or in general, right? But in certain condition or certain circumstances, yes, because some of the workers who come from the cities and then they spend some monies in the villages, they can also boost some economic activities in the village, and then they can share some prosperities to the families who are not uh, uh, yeah, we can say it unfortunate families. We can also spare some uh, our prosperities, as well as also the what is it like traditional sellers in the villages. They can also have some fortune, because when we get back to the cities, usually we buy some of traditional cookies or some ole, we can say it, a gift from our friends back in the town.
Okay, so it also have the apparent effect for the economy, for
Yeah.
especially for people in the rural area. And I would like to know, ma'am, we know that recently the millennials, the Gen Z, they are more aware about saving up money, not spending money for something quote unquote unnecessary. And this
Yeah.
is also gained from the insight from abroad, in which that financially healthy is also one of the people, one of the thing that is not only trending, that but people across the globe is trying to follow. And with this and also other globalization issues, is there any impact for against the meaning and symbolism of Eid?
The impact of Gen Z.
The impact of the globalization, the impact about of the people's choice to be financially healthy against the Eid, the homecoming in Indonesia.
Oh, whether Gen Z are really interested in homecoming or not.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. I can see it from my nieces and nephews also, because they're rarely interested in going home, paying visit to the hometown, because they prefer go sightseeing or going abroad to spend their salary just for fun, because for them it is not really what is it not really interesting to see some villages. They want to see some uh, new challenges, new adventures in the other countries. But sometimes also, if their parents force them to come along to the hometown, they can also enjoy it actually. But as you see that Gen Z usually are very um, a little bit asocial. They are busy with their own gadget, and then sometimes if they are around their big family or relatives, sometimes they also uh, not really mingled with others. But
Okay.
we are as parents, we should uh, ask them and then try to persuade them to mingle with our relatives in the villages also.
Okay, with this Gen Z's new characteristic different from other generations, do you think that in the future the homecoming might be just something in the past that doesn't happen anymore in the future?
Uh, I think because the elders usually bring their children, maybe some of them still do it. Maybe some others no. It depends on their preference, and it is okay. I think if they prefer not to do the homecoming, but uh, if the Gen Zs are far away from their hometown, I think they will do the homecoming because still they will miss some of the old memories with their friends, with their relatives. And it's worth it, I think.
So despite their new tastes and traveling,
Yeah,
they decided to be having new experiences, but one day they will be back to their hometown because
yeah.
it's worth it.
I think some of the Gen Zs are also interested in building or creating some community development projects after their parents bring them to their hometown because they see some of the what is it the people in their hometowns are need some improvement maybe in some techniques of agriculture or maybe in making some small enterprise efforts and others.
Okay, so you mean that homecoming is not only about going back home, but it also have this very big impact. Has it already happening in our country?
Yeah, I think so, especially if the young people who are really right now not really interested in being employees. They want to start their own what is it they
Business?
want to open their own field of jobs for others. They're really keen in opening up some businesses in the villages, and especially if they see some unique products or maybe some potential commodities to be developed in their hometown.
Okay, and so as the other generations, I'm millennial, and you are maybe can I say boomer? Some people are offended if I call them boomer. So we are from the other generations. How do we make sure that the next generations will go homecoming so that they know more about their hometown, and also in result they also want to develop the rural areas?
Yeah, for example, like my son, he's always asking for do the homecoming. And this morning he insisted to make it faster because he misses the life, the very serene, and then to see the paddy field, and also the people who are very friendly, helpful, and then he's still in a junior high school student right now, but he said that one day I will go back to the village and I want to establish my own what is it workshop, and then the automobile workshop there. Well, actually, I was born and grew up in Jakarta, but his father is from the East Java. and he's really interested in that. I think parents should make some what is it? Putting some seeds of interest to the children so they will remember about how their potential can grow up and also can be shared to others in the village.
So we can say that homecoming is more than just coming back to your hometown, but instead
Yeah.
it's about developing the whole country equally, not just the big cities, but also the rural areas because the potential are everywhere. Okay, Ibu
Yeah.
Dewi.
Also to
Yeah,
prevent the villagers not just seeing cities as the only sources of jobs.
yeah, potentials are always everywhere as long as you want
Yeah.
to see it, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Ibu Debbie, for joining us in
Um,
this dialogue. And we hope that this will inspire not only Indonesians, but people across the globe to go back to their hometown, not only to see their families, but also to develop their hometowns. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And listener, that is our talk about the homecoming in Indonesia. And you can listen to this dialogue again on our YouTube channel, VOI Official.